You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Friday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
I am taking off to Scotland on Sunday, so we'll be off all next week. And I never asked you when I go to Scotland. Do you want me to bring anything back for you?
Oh, I mean...
Do you want a kilt or something?
Buddy, if you could find a kilt to fit these particular hips, I wouldn't say no. That would be pretty sick. Although, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like there's a few things that are very much Scotland. I've tried Iron Brew. It's not for me. I don't know if I would rock a kilt properly. But man, just like, I don't drink much. But like a nice bottle of proper whiskey.
I'm going to the Johnny Walker distillery.
It's part of what made me think about that is hearing you say that you're going to the distillery. One of those bottles that like, this is not an everyday bottle. This is like something good or something bad happened and you have a shot kind of
Okay,
bottle.
I'll bring you back something from Johnny Walker.
I think that would be pretty cool to have.
I was interested to see what you'd say because like, I feel like, I don't know if I'm assuming here. Are you Scottish?
I don't think there's, I think there's like maybe a little bit on my dad's side.
I just assume because you're ginger.
Because of the ginger beard.
Is that rude? I just assumed like the red hair, there had to be some sort of Scottish, maybe Irish roots in there.
I don't think it's rude, but I do think the problem with having the orange hair is it does tend to land in one of two places. And if you misidentify either one, Scottish or Irish, they get very upset.
I assume if you have red hair that you've got some sort of Scottish or Irish lineage, maybe British, or you're a middle child, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I feel like every middle child I know ends up being like the ginger one.
I mean, I am a stepchild, so does that count for something? I'm a red bearded stepchild.
I think that's why middle children actually get forgotten, to be honest, a lot, is because they don't have souls, right?
You're really going after middle children. Like, you better be careful. What if your dad slips one by the goalie here? You suddenly become a middle child.
Oh, buddy, I don't think we gotta worry about that at his age. If he sneaks one past the goalie.
Brother, Al Pacino had a baby at 80 last year. Anything's possible.
Well, it'd be the first redhead in our side of the family.
All of a sudden, your mustache just starts lightening it up. Turns a little bit orange.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Donald Trump made it official yesterday. He signed on that Lake Ontario, at least to him, is now Lake America.
Yeah, and to anybody wondering, he has the power to do that. As the president of the United States, he can make an executive order. He can change. We saw that he did it with the Gulf of Mexico to become the Gulf of America. What he can't do is make literally anybody acknowledge it. Like, anybody outside of America is still free to call it Lake Ontario as much as they want.
Well, it's funny because I've seen Americans online that are like, why would they name their lake after the province? And it's like, no, it's the other way around. Like, it's an Iroquois word, if I'm not mistaken.
You are
right?
100%. The province is named after the lake. The lake was Lake Ontario before the Declaration of Independence was signed. It was already Lake Ontario.
It's also just ironic for like a guy who gets mad at like people maybe changing their gender identity and saying what they want to identify as. He's now identifying a lake that's already had a name forever to something else.
It's just it's classic bully behavior, right?
Yes. It's cheesy like 80s movie bully kind of type stuff. Yeah.
It's the bully from Revenge of the Nerds finding out the last name of one of the nerds and saying it wrong to try and provoke a response.
I will say it is kind of a funny move to just like do that. Just be like, you know what? I don't like the name of this. I'm just going to call it this from now on.
Did you see though that he says that they might not be done? Because he's like, now we have a Gulf and now we have a lake and all we need left is an ocean and maybe we'll rename the Atlantic or the Pacific or both. And it's like, just stop, man. Just shut up.
The funny thing is like, I mean, he can call it and a select Americans will call it that. But it's like, buddy, you think we're going to call it Lake America? Most of us still refer to the Rogers Center as the Sky Dome, right?
Some of us work for Rogers and still call it the Sky Dome.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We are very close to the beginning of the school year, and my kids are in full panic mode right now.
Suckers.
Well, they're not panicking because they got to go back to school.
No?
They're panicking because they still don't know who their teachers are for this year.
Okay.
And especially for Marcus, like my younger son, he's really nervous because there's a chance that he will get the same teacher that Alex, my oldest, had when she was in grade 5.
And did she suck?
No, she was awesome.
Cool teacher?
In that, like, Alex came home with a lot of, like, stickers and suckers, and, like, they did a lot of fun activities, a lot of games, that sort of thing.
Now, is the other teacher that he's worried about getting, does that teacher suck?
No, because you know what? Alex also had that teacher when she was in grade 4, and now he teaches grade 5, but he's much more, he's a teacher. You're going to come in and you're going to learn things every single day. And so they both do a good job of teaching, but one of them is just more entertainment, you know what I mean? One of them is just sort of bare bones basics.
I like the way you walk that line when I asked if the teacher sucks, because I know the teachers at your kid's school listen to the show, so well played on that.
Well, and like, listen, they both did a great job teaching Alex, and one of them is going to teach Marcus, so I'm not here to try and make anybody angry, that's for sure.
I feel like a good teacher, it depends on the type of student you are, you know? Like, I mean, like, hey, maybe for Alex, that teacher was awesome, but like, Marcus is a bit of a different kid. I think you'd agree with me on that.
So last year in grade 4, Marcus had a teacher who it was definitely more on the strict side of the, like, we're here for you to learn and all that games and nonsense. Like, we don't have time for that. And honestly, some of his best marks in his academic career so far. So it's kind of like, yeah, I see he's a lot like his old man in that, like, maybe the best teacher for you is the one that's not necessarily the most exciting teacher.
It always did suck in school, though, when it's like you find out your friends got the cool teacher and you like walk by their class and they're doing little games and they've got everything on the wall. And then you go back to your classroom and you're like, am I stupid? Is that why I'm in this class?
Well,
like,
and even so, like my stepdaughter, Mavis, when they were in grade 5 at the same time at the same school, she would walk by Alex's class with the fun teacher. Then she'd come home and be like, school sucks and it's stupid because I didn't get to do that stuff.
I think for me, a good teacher, at least the student I was, I think a good teacher doesn't do the stuff where like you're in the middle of a test and you're like, hey, blah, 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 you ask a question and then they go, hey guys, just so everybody knows. And it's like, are you going to single me out like that?
Yeah. You do not need to put me on blast. You do not need to bring me up. Although, again, there are some people that like that stuff. Like, I was that kid. I liked when someone would get called on to go up to the front of the class and explain something or to read aloud because I was like, everybody's looking at me. It was the radio dork in me that was like, give me all the attention.
I feel like we wouldn't have got along in school.
Oh, you would have bullied me mercilessly.
I wouldn't have bullied you, but I would have been like, screw this guy. I mean, like, the teachers I like, they overlooked things, you know? They overlooked your flaws. They maybe saw that you put a little Visine in before class. But
they didn't bring it up.
They never brought it up.
They let it go. Hey, we're just happy you're here.
They make a subtle joke of like, it kind of stinks in here or whatever. But, like, you know, they let things fly.
Anybody see a skunk out on the playground on the way in today? Anyway,
I think, in my opinion, a cool teacher was always the kind of teacher where, like, if you had a substitute and you made her day hell, and then your teacher came back and was like, "I'm really disappointed in you," and then you actually felt bad.
Yeah.
That's when you knew you had a good teacher.
You let him down, and like you may not have thought of it before, but all of a sudden you're like, "No, I'm so sorry. Please don't be mad at me."
If you have a teacher that says that and you don't care, it's kind of like a stepdad thing where you're like, "Shut up, dude."
Yeah. You know what though? Meanwhile, then you get older and you have kids of your own. You know what makes a cool teacher when you're a parent? Any teacher that'll take your kid for 9 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Sure.
They're all great.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Connor, in your opinion, what made a good teacher for you growing up?
So when I went to school, my favorite teachers were the ones that would either always play movies that somehow had a message related to what we were learning in class that day.
Yeah.
Or educational games that felt more like games than actual learning.
Yeah, where they trick you into learning almost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then at the end of the day, you're like, oh, wow, I actually did learn something.
Well played, Miss Watson. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
See, but that was the fine line, right? Because there's two types of teachers that go down that road. There's the teachers that find a way to show you a movie or a clip or a show that ties in and has like an undercurrent of education, or they'll play those games. And then there's other teachers that are like, all right, guys, 6 hours of heads up, 7-Up. We're all running out the clock here today.
That's a pretty cool teacher, too. That's a cool substitute is what that is.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, so when I was in French immersion in high school, my French teacher put on the movie Up, put the language in French, but left English subtitles on for us.
I love that so much.
We're learning.
I had a teacher in grade 10 when we were learning about World War I. We had just learned about the assassinations of Franz Ferdinand.
Okay.
And then the next day we walked in and she was playing Take Me Out by Franz Ferdinand. And she's jamming at the front. And she's like, does anybody know why we're playing this? And I was like, oh, it's that dude that died that started World War I.
It's that dude that died.
And every time I hear that song, I think of my grade 10 history teacher, Miss Pakel.
That's hilarious.
Oh, man, every time I hear that song, that's all I think of.
It was cool to find the teacher who could like present you the information in a way that your brain would handle, because not everybody is just like textbooks and reading.
Well,
you
it's
know?
funny because I don't think some teachers realize there's certain things that they do that have an impact on you, and like that can either be a cool or a bad teacher, right?
Absolutely. I still remember my grade 8 English teacher pretending to teach us how to swear in French, and it was just him telling us cornflakes, flacon du mais.
Oh man, I had a French teacher in grade 6 that taught us how to say seal in French.
Oh, yeah.
That's a cool teacher.
That's a cool teacher.
We got Vicky on the phone. What makes a good teacher in your opinion?
Them not having any favorites. Everybody's on the same even keel. I hate a teacher that has favorites. Drives me nuts.
I remember in high school, there was always like some guy teachers that would always have like favorite girl students.
That was always weird.
And it was always so weird where it's like you'd ask a question and they'd look at you and be like,
come on.
Yeah, what do you need? And you're like, oh, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to interrupt whatever's going on over here, you weirdo.
Right? 100%. So I hate it when teachers have favorites. If everybody's on even keel, everybody is getting the same treatment, that makes an excellent teacher.
I just want to put this out there though. Just, devil's advocate. Sometimes being the teacher's favorite wasn't always fun either.
Oh man.
Sometimes you'd go out to the playground and everybody was really mean to you for no reason.
I like you as an adult, but as a kid.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
There's a teacher that's going viral for introducing a fart corner to her classroom.
What exactly is a fart corner?
Here, there's this video. Listen to this.
This is our fart corner. If you need to fart, simply come over here, fart, take about 10 seconds, get your little spray going on, go sit down. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody cares. Nobody's worried about it.
You gotta wonder what inspired that. There must have been some sort of incident, right?
What disaster occurred that they were like, all right, we need to designate a corner for this?
Honestly, I would have had a hoot with that. I would have been trying to make my friends laugh all the time going to the back of the classroom.
Buddy, and especially because the way she says it, right? Normally when you're in class, you don't get up. If you want to get up to like go to the bathroom or anything, you usually have to ask permission from the teacher or whatever. She's saying she's trying to make this a seamless thing. You just get up. You go to the corner, you apparently do your business and then linger in it for 10 seconds and then go back to your desk. For a kid who had trouble staying seated, like, I would have loved the opportunity to just get up and walk around a bit.
But at the same time, you know what, thinking about it now, it's kind of a genius idea because she's like ruining the element of fun of the tootin' for the kids. If you think of it, she's normalizing farting.
Right. You're saying like the kid who might fart more often than is necessary is doing it because the surprise factor.
Yeah.
It gets a giggle.
Yeah, rather than doing it for a laugh, it's like, hey, go over there. And like, she can probably be like, if you're going to do it in your seat, I'll send you to the office. You know what to do.
Here's the thing though, is do you think, say you as a young man get up and walk over, you are following the letter of the law, you go to the corner and then still let a loud rip go? Like the rest of the class isn't going to be like, well, he's in the corner, so that's fair. They're all still going to laugh. If anything, this is open mic night for farting. This is an amateur night at the comedy club.
I disagree. Like, if she's the teacher I think she is, like, she set the rules kind of thing where it's like, we don't acknowledge the corner kind of thing. You know what I mean? And I think, hear me out on this.
Yeah.
I think we should have fart corners, like, in our adult life, too.
I can agree, but I don't necessarily agree. Give me your speech here.
Well, think about it like this. If you're at, I don't know, a bar, or you know what, even better, public transit.
Okay.
Like if there was a corner of the train or the bus or whatever it is where it's like, you have to go over there.
That's the spot.
None of us are going to acknowledge it. The rest of us don't have to smell your smell. You've got your little Febreze and stuff or whatever. I think that makes it better. And sure, It's got to be awkward to be the first one on the train or the bus, or if it's at the bar or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like a pool party. It takes one person to jump in and get everyone else into it. No,
I this is why I couldn't fully agree, is because this is what I was worried about. You've picked a space that's too small. You cannot have a designated fart corner in what is essentially an iron cage. If we're all on the train together in the same car, we're already rammed together. And now you're giving people carte blanche to feel like they don't have to hold it in. They don't have to wait until they're in a different space. No, if I just go over to the corner, like, it's the idea of the smoking and non-smoking section in a small restaurant. We're all still getting the width. We're all still in the zone.
Sure. So what do you want us to do? Like create like bus stops for it? Like smoking sections outside of colleges kind of thing? A glass box for them?
Unless the fart corner is sealed in some sort of ventilated and soundproof room, I just think just let it happen naturally and we'll deal with the consequences.
I'm on the other side of it. I like it. She's normalizing farting. There's two things everybody does in this world. Everybody poops and everybody farts.
I'm aware, more so than most people who have coworkers.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
So I've seen something pretty cool online. A lot of people are pushing to make September 25th, 9/25, Dolly Parton Day.
What is that birthday, anniversary of some sort?
Because if you look at it, it's 9/25.
Oh, 9 to 5. I hate myself for not getting that faster.
Which is a pretty cool idea.
That's a good one. I like that one.
I mean, you know, we're huge guys of 316 Stone Cold Steve Austin Day.
Absolutely don't trust anybody day.
There's a lot of those kind of things. What is it? March 10th is Mario Day.
Yeah, because MAR10 looks like Mario.
May the 4th, Star Wars Day.
It's funny because I like Stone Cold Day and Mario Day, and I'm down for 9 to 5, but there's something about May the 4th be with you that makes me mad. It always has.
I think it hits, man.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
And then I was kind of trying to think, like, is there other ones that you can do for other artists? Like, I mean, I like 3/11, so March 11th is always 3/11 Day.
March is a busy month for these days.
There's a band I like called Lagwagon that
I've heard of them.
That has that song May 16th. So for Lagwagon fans, May 16th is always Lagwagon Day. I know they always do a show on May 16th.
Okay, there's a dude, he does like funny songs, kind of nerdy songs. His name is Jonathan Colton. He has a song called 1st of May. And if you've never heard it before, it is brilliantly funny and completely unplayable on the radio.
Hear me out on this.
Okay.
July 1st, if we didn't live in Canada, is technically the 182nd day of the year.
Okay.
If we didn't live in Canada, if we didn't live here, I would declare it Blink 182 Day.
Yeah. I think July 1st is spoken for, but I like where your head is at.
Well, what about this? June 9th, 6/9. What about Bryan Adams Day?
Oh, 69 Day.
Yeah.
People are going to take that the wrong way. People are not, if you tell them it's 69 Day, they're not going Bryan Adams.
I do like the idea of the whole Dolly Parton Day. I was even thinking, like, because 9 to 5, I've never thought of it before.
Yeah.
If you work 9 to 5 shifts, refer to it as a Parton.
Working a Parton today?
I'm working a Dolly, maybe.
Got a brand new job? Oh, I got a new Parton.
Yeah. It kind of sounds nice. Like, what shift you working this week? I got a couple Dollies Monday to Friday. Like,
yeah, if you're a shift worker and you bounce around the clock, I'm on the Dolly shift.
Or even, I was also thinking, like, if you see someone with like really big mammary glands.
Sure. Yeah. As she was proud to have.
Look at the dollies on her, you know?
She actually would have appreciated that.
That girl's
reference.
got Parton so big, she's probably got back problems. You ever see a pair of dollies that gives you some real Dollywood, you know?
Jeez.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You're going to Scotland in 48 hours or something.
Yeah, we leave Sunday night.
Very excited for you. I'm also, not going to lie, very excited for me. Your vacation doesn't start until you get on the plane. Mine starts as soon as the show is over today.
What are your plans? You haven't told me. Like, are you just chilling at home? Or what's the move?
Going anywhere, brother. I am doing a full-on solo staycation.
You don't go crazy. I feel like whenever I don't do anything except stay at the house. Like when we had that week off in June, I went nuts at home. Like,
see, that's the thing is you're the kind of person that always feels like you have to be doing something. And if you're not doing something, then the time is being wasted. And maybe it's the parenting thing because like my day is full. I do a lot of stuff, just keeping like the household going and cooking and cleaning and raising children and all that stuff. So the idea that My kids will be out of the house. Mallory is still working. Every single day next week, I will just be able to sleep in and do my own thing for the most span of the day. That's a vacation, brother.
See, for me, whenever we have those staycations like the one we had in June, it was like, you know what that means being at home? That means Courtney's got her honey-do list. And it's like, I think I had like one day of golf, and then like every morning I'd wake up and she'd be like, what are you doing today? And I was like, I don't know. And she's like, well, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. If you go to the garage in the basement, and I was like, this is my vacation.
See, that's rookie behavior, brother. You've been doing this long enough. You should know better. Do you know where you went wrong in that scenario?
Tell me.
She said, what are you doing? And you said, I don't know. You need to prepare for this. You need to have a small list of manageable things that you are going to do during the span of that week. Therefore, you have no room for the honey-do list. I want to put a desk together at some point this week. I want to do some rearranging in my office down in the basement of the house. Those two things alone will buy me 5 days of nothing from Mallory. She's just happy I'm doing something with myself. I have very small, achievable goals that I can do in and around playing video games, watching new episodes of Ted Lasso, and sleeping. A lot of sleeping, brother.
It sounds like the expectations in your house are way lower than mine.
Which I have cultivated by being this person for roughly 42 years, curving on 43.
Teach me your ways, brother. Teach me your ways. I will say there is something nice about just like walking around in your underpants. I will give you that. Like even if I have to do the honey-do list and I'm doing a bunch of stuff around the house, wearing just my gitch all day and letting it hang out.
I mean, to be fair, the gitch are only there because the kids could come home at any time. If I didn't have kids, the gitch are gone too.
Show them where they came from, man.
This is the Brock and Dalby podcast.
Scotty, in your opinion, what's the best part of a staycation, my man?
I think maybe the best part of the staycation is your bed, because you know your comfy bed is your bed. So
yeah, man. I mean, I know both you and I are bring your pillow when you go to stay at a hotel people.
Yeah.
I don't have to bring my pillow if it's already in my bed.
Yeah, and the blanket always helps if you have a comfy comforter to bring with you too.
Although the one thing I do like about a hotel room, and tell me if I'm wrong here, is being an absolute bag of garbage and like nobody cares.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you can throw the blankets on the floor, you can sprawl your clothes around, and like nobody's going to get mad.
Even getting out of the shower, you go to dry off with a towel. What do you do with it? Just huck it on the ground. Someone will come and deal with this for me.
Yeah, you get to live like you're a kid again for a weekend, you know?
No fear of the wife jumping out of the broom closet and accusing you of being messy.
I was going to say, you can do that on a staycation as well, but you just have to be ready for the consequences of your behavior.
Hey, thanks for calling, Scotty. I will say, there's a lot of people texting in and saying that their favorite part of a staycation is having all their food already at home.
That's true. You know where all the snacks are. You got to frit. What?
Liars.
What?
All of you are liars.
How are we liars?
I want everyone who texted that in to send me your Skip the Dishes accounts. I want to see how much you're ordering on a weekly basis.
No. See, you don't understand. When we say we know where all the food is, I'm not saying all of it is already in my house. Some of it is in this fast food place. Some of it is in this fast food place. I just need to have it delivered to me. That's all.
Exactly. We've got Lorraine on the line. Lorraine, in your opinion, what is the best part of a staycation?
Actually accomplishing stuff at my house. But if I tell my husband I'm taking time off, he'll take time off, and then he wants to do stuff and whatever else, and I get nothing accomplished on my time off.
So you would rather the staycation be a solo staycation without the husband?
Absolutely.
You know, that's not a bad move. I'd say that probably makes a relationship last longer if you can have solo vacay days, honestly.
So I can say this because we listen to different radio stations, but for the long weekend, I have also taken Friday off, but I didn't tell him because Friday, nobody will want anything from me.
Right.
And I can do whatever I want.
You're a veteran in relationships. I like
this. See, and it is good because like you and Courtney are taking this trip to Scotland, and that's going to be a great like memory making occasion for you guys.
Absolutely.
But then, yeah, maybe like a month or two down the road, if you just take a week off versus like she takes a week off after that, like you should have your solo time.
I should tell her that we're going on a work trip and then just book a trip to like Vegas or something with some.
Hopefully what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
What's that old saying? Like, what you don't know don't hurt you, right?
That's right. It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Well, this will be
Easier
great.
to ask for forgiveness than permission.
If everything goes downhill, we'll be able to look back at this date and this call talking to Lorraine is the end of your relationship.
Well, Lorraine, let me ask you this. Lorraine, how long have you been with your husband?
25 years.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, fair enough. Quarter of a century, you know what's going on.
She's got the secret sauce right here.
Right there.
The best time spent together sometimes is the time spent away, you know?
This is the Brock and Dalby podcast.
Is it real? Is it fake? Do we even care? Let's find out.
So if you watch the Blue Jays, they have a relief pitcher named Chad Dallas.
Yes, sick baseball name.
And I don't know if it's just me, but every time they bring up his name, all I can think of is it would be a great adult entertainer name.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, great baseball name. Excellent acting pseudonym.
Great smut name.
Yeah.
Great
There you
smut
go.
name.
That's the word.
So after hearing Chad Dallas a few times this week, I decided to look up some of the funniest adult actor names.
Oh, your poor browser history.
I did it on a work computer, if you can believe it or not. So I want to do a real or fake here of, is it an adult star or is it a fake name?
Okay.
Okay, first one in here, we've got Gingivitis.
Gingivitis? Oh, I don't want it to be real. I'll fake? Gross.
That is a real name.
Why, though? What kind of movies you making?
Next, we've got John Cusack.
John Cusack?
Kind of a play on John Cusack.
Yeah. I'm going to say that's real.
That is real. Tammy Salami.
No, that's too on the nose.
That one is real.
That's real. Tammy Salami.
Next, we've got Artie Choke.
Artie Choke? Come on. Now you got me all messed up. 3 reels in a row and all of them super weird. Fake?
That one is fake.
Okay.
That one is fake. Christian Rock.
The evanescence of smut. I'll say real.
That one's fake.
I wanted that one.
All right, we've got Fanny Deep.
Fanny Deep? Yeah, that's real.
That is real.
That's real for sure.
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood? Yeah, that's real too.
That is a real one. Max Width.
Max Width? No way.
That one's fake.
That's good though. That's a good one, man.
Mercedes Benzova.
Sure, let's say that's real.
No, I made that one up.
Oh, that's good too.
All right, we've got a couple more here. Danny Libido.
Danny Libido? Oh, like Danny DeVito. Real.
That one's real.
Yeah.
Not a short guy, by the way.
Really?
In many
In more ways than one.
More ways than one. And finally, we've got Luke Thigh-Walker.
You know what? For all my nerds out there, let's let that one be real.
That one is real. That one is real.
Use the force with consent.
I mean, hopefully there's not a huge plot twist where he finds out it's his actual dad.
Oh, God.
That's a weird movie.
The Brock and Dalby podcast.
The Brock and Dalby podcast.
CNN has had to issue an apology to the family of Dolly Parton after they showed a photo of what they thought was Dolly Parton during a news segment.
Okay.
And it actually ended up being a Dolly Parton tribute act.
Oh, no. Like an impersonator?
Yeah. The lady's name is Kelly Vaughn, and they've apologized for it. But I was thinking at the same time, yo, that's a pretty good bump for that impersonator. That shows how good she is.
What an endorsement. If she's got social media, she needs to get a flyer up saying, once mistaken for the actual Dolly Parton on CNN.
That is probably the biggest compliment of all time as any tribute act or impersonator.
Well, and especially because, like, obviously, like, the number one most impersonated artist of all time is Elvis, just from Vegas alone. But in terms of female artists, Dolly Parton, I think, is up there as one of the most impersonated because it is a blonde wig and some padding in the chest and go out and sing these songs, and you can make a good living at it. So to separate yourself from the pack is not easy. To be able to say I was that Dolly Parton is a coup.
Well, she probably just drove her price up, too, if you think about it, right? Because her name's going viral. In the article I read, it had her name right there, Kelly Vance.
Amazing press for this
She
lady.
can literally label herself as the greatest Dolly Parton tribute act of all time, as seen on CNN.
Yeah. The greatest Dolly Parton since Dolly Parton.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
All right, it's time to play Wrong Answers Only. We've got $100 in Lotto Max tickets to give away for tonight's jackpot. And today's question that we need you to get wrong is, why did the dinosaurs go extinct?
Yeah. There's a lot of people with fancy educations that'll tell you that they know why the dinosaurs went extinct. But we're looking for your better, if not wrong, answers to that question.
All right, 762-555. If you're not one of our scientists weighing in here, that does make you a judge. Let's start with Ethan here.
You know, in light of everything, I think the dinosaurs went extinct a million years ago because somehow Donald Trump was involved and decided to impose a 50% tariff on all dinosaurs coming in and out of whatever place they were at. And they just couldn't sustain that lifestyle, so they ended up all dying off because they couldn't afford to live.
Ah, yes, of course, the Americosaurus Rex.
The classic tariff situation with the dinosaurs, yes.
Okay, let's see what Mark has for us.
Hey, Brock and Dalby, it's Mark.
Hi.
You know, the real reason that we don't have dinos anymore, unfortunately, is, all due to T-Rex farts. Those protein farts, man. Just ripped a hole through the ozone and, the world needs to get rid of them to heal. Well, I think that's the real reason why we don't have any more dinosaurs. Cheers, boys.
If I was a kid,
yeah,
I would have believed that.
You could sell me on that for sure. I know what my dog farts smell like. I can only imagine what's coming out of a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Well, and we've talked about it on the show before about the cows.
Yeah.
And
methane.
How, their toots are like stinking up the ozone layer.
That's why the dinosaurs needed a fart corner.
Here's Becky.
I'm pretty sure the dinosaurs went extinct because they challenged Chuck Norris to a duel. And he just took care of the whole species.
Oh, God. Just murdered all of them?
It's been a while since I heard a good Chuck Norris joke.
Honestly.
Okay, we'll do a couple more here. We've got Tyler.
Hi, this is Tyler, and I'll tell you why the dinosaurs went extinct.
Okay.
Except here's the thing. They never went extinct, man.
Oh.
That's what they want you to think. They want you to think the dinosaurs have been extinct because you haven't seen them. But have you been everywhere in the world? No. Do they say there's jungles covering all these parts of the world? We don't know. What's in there? Are they underwater? Are they birds? Who knows? But I can tell you one thing, man. I've seen enough. They're not extinct.
I love that people have gotten real conspiratorial.
Yeah, man.
This entire week. You know the way to my heart.
Well, you know what I'm thinking too, right? All them old people in politics right now, all the 60, 70, 80-year-old men that are running the countries. What do we call them? Dinosaurs. They're still there. The cover-up is real.
I mean, you want to get into the lizard people. We can chat off of air. But we should do one more.
Okay.
We'll do one more here.
Yeah.
Here's Sterling's wrong answer for why dinosaurs don't exist anymore.
Hey, it's Sterling. The reasons dinosaurs went extinct is because their main food supply disappeared, which was Twinkies, because they say Twinkies last forever, and I guess they've been around forever. Thanks.
Okay.
So the idea is that they didn't have enough Twinkies?
Yeah,
it
was a swing and a miss.
There's two winners here. Well, sorry, I can't say two winners. There's two contenders here. There's the dinosaur conspiracy that they never actually left.
And the ozone layer breaking because of the farts?
And the T-Rex farts, for sure.
What do you guys think? Do you think conspiracy, or do we go tootin' this morning?
Want to say, just while people 762-555 register their votes, great work these last 2 weeks.
I think everybody who's competed really brought the full ass.
Some of our best wrong answers of all time, especially because a lot of you went full X-Files with it, and it was great.
What's text line looking like for the winner here today?
Text line is far more farts than not farts.
Farts?
Farts always funny.
Hey,
farts always wins.
Not everybody can be into conspiracies. but who doesn't like a good fart, right? Ding, and a round of applause to Mark. He is our winner. He gets $100 in Lotto Max tickets.
The Brock and Dalby podcast.
The Brock and Dalby podcast.
All right, that's going to do it for us. We'll be back on the Tuesday after the Labor Day weekend there.
Is that the 8th?
Yeah,
Somewhere in there.
yeah.
We'll be back and we'll hang out with you. But in the meantime, we're going to lose this guy to Scotland for a while. I can't wait for you to come back with a sick tourist accent.
You think I'm going to chameleon out there?
100%. I've seen you, especially in a country where people drink a lot. When you have a couple of beers, you start sounding like your neighbors.
Well, it's kind of true. Like with my dad's Newfie family, most definitely, I start clinging on to that a little bit.
That'll be great. You start talking in your old classic Newfie accent, and then they're going in a Scottish brogue, and we're just going to find out who's the most confusing guy at the distillery.
We can start trading slang. That's what we can do. Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. We really appreciate it. If you're running through the podcast and you start noticing there's like missing episodes right now, we are going to fix that. Apparently Spotify has flagged us because of a lot of my Text Us Tuesday and Thursday songs, saying that they're copyright infringement. I guess my singing's just too good.
It's so note perfect, so bang on that the AI algorithms have come up and been like, well, this must be someone stealing this original classic piece of artwork.
So when we get back from vacation, I'll fix that because I just want to get out of here and I'm too lazy to do it before I leave.
Brother, hey. On the day before a international vacation, you put in a full shift today, and we're all proud of you.
So, we'll fix all the podcast stuff, and then unfortunately, we won't be able to put Text Us Tuesday or Thursday songs until, I guess, we get a blessing from someone.
Until somebody in a corner office somewhere says it's okay. But we have also been getting away with them on the video podcast so far, so maybe we'll keep sticking them in there.
Yeah, if you're just listening and you don't know, we do post a video version on YouTube. Just look up Brock and Dalby. You can find us on there, and you can see our ugly faces while we talk.
That's right. It's got a few extra things in there, and it's just the video version of the podcast you're already listening to. So if you want to see the nonsense, search Brock and Dalby on YouTube and have at her. There's a good 15 episodes, I think, out there now.
All right, well, shut up and get out of here.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. We love you, and y'all keep it sexy.
Bye, everybody.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.